The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Get your facts first, then you can distort them as you please. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. The best way to cheer yourself is to try to cheer someone else up. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. It is wiser to find out than suppose. To do good is noble. To tell others to do good is even nobler and much less trouble. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. Life does not consist mainly, or even largely, of facts or happenings. It consists mainly of the storm of thoughts that is forever flowing through one's head. Honesty, the best of all the lost arts. Never put off till tomorrow what may be done day after tomorrow just as well. Obscurity and incompetence, that is the life that is best worth living. Truth is the most valuable thing we have. Let us economize it. The gentle reader will never know what a consummate ass he can become until he goes abroad. Classic, a book which people praise and don't read. Human beings can be awful cruel to one another. Do something every day that you don't want to do. This is the golden rule for acquiring the habit of doing your duty without pain. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. A person who won't read has no advantage over one who can't read. In a good bookroom you feel in some mysterious way that you are absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin, without even opening them. It is curious that physical courage should be so common in the world and moral courage so rare. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Books are for people who wish they were somewhere else. The man who is a pessimist before 48 knows too much. If he is an optimist after it, he knows too little. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. I have never let my schooling interfere with my education. Always do what is right. It will gratify half of mankind and astound the other. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. The worst loneliness is to not be comfortable with yourself. A half-truth is the most cowardly of lies. I can teach anybody how to get what they want out of life. The problem is that I can't find anybody who can tell me what they want. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. The fact that man knows right from wrong proves his intellectual superiority to the other creatures, but the fact that he can do wrong proves his moral inferiority to any creatures that cannot. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. The only difference between reality and fiction is that fiction needs to be credible. Life is short, break the rules. Forgive quickly, kiss slowly. Love truly. Laugh uncontrollably and never regret anything that makes you smile. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Forgiveness is the fragrance that the violet sheds on the heel that has crushed it. There is no sadder sight than a young pessimist, except an old optimist. Always obey your parents when they are present. What gets us into trouble is not what we don't know. It's what we know for sure that just ain't so. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. There was never yet an uninteresting life. Such a thing is an impossibility. Inside of the dullest exterior there is a drama, a comedy, and a tragedy. Do the thing you fear most and the death of fear is certain. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. What is joy without sorrow? What is success without failure? What is a win without a loss? What is health without illness? You have to experience each if you are to appreciate the other. There is always going to be suffering. It's how you look at your suffering, how you deal with it, that will define you. The more things are forbidden, the more popular they become. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. I wish I could make him understand that a loving good heart is riches enough, and that without it intellect is poverty. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. Grief can take care of itself. But to get the full value of joy you must have somebody to divide it with. Everyone is a moon, and has a dark side which he never shows to anybody. Always acknowledge a fault. This will throw those in authority off their guard and give you an opportunity to commit more. There isn't time, so brief is life, for bickerings, apologies, heartburnings, callings to account. There is only time for loving, and but an instant, so to speak, for that. It is better to deserve honors and not have them than to have them and not deserve them. What do we call love, hate, charity, revenge, humanity, forgiveness? Different results of the master impulse, the necessity of securing one's self-approval. Don't part with your illusions. When they are gone you may still exist, but you have ceased to live. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. The trouble is not in dying for a friend, but in finding a friend worth dying for. The secret of success is making your vocation your vacation. 20 years from now you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover.